Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah Walsh and I am an ambassador for Christ Consciousness. And today, my friends, we are doing our final tea and tarot. For now anyway, at least. Maybe forever. This might be the last one I ever do. And it is January 31st, 2022. The last day of January. How are we still in January? That's what I'd like to know. Does anyone else feel like usually time goes really, really quickly for me, and this month is just like, it's like a big slowdown of like, I don't know. Is anyone else feeling that way? Like January felt really long? Like I can't believe, I guess, you know, this was my month of tea and tarots. Just for this month. But it feels like I did them for months. It feels like I've been doing these for months. It doesn't feel like I just did them, started it less than a month ago. But anyway, so my hair is crazy. Today I accidentally let it air dry, and then I can never do anything with it if I let it air dry because it gets wavy, weird like this. But it's, I don't know. I tried putting in a ponytail. I tried putting a headband in. I tried all, and it was like, nope, nothing looked good. So we're just letting it, we're letting it flow today. We're letting it just be natural and how it wants to be. Crazy. That's fine. As you can see, I have a lot of sun energy going on here today. I didn't even intentionally do that, but it's funny because I woke up singing a song, and I'm going to share the song with you, and it has the sun in it anyway. But I was guided to wear this shirt with the sun and the butterflies, and then put the sun in the background, and then I wear my sunstone ring again today. So this is Morganite. This is like very blingy. This one. I never wear it because it's so kind of gaudy, you know, but. Like, I'm bringing the bling today. I'm bringing the sun. I'm bringing the sunshine because we don't have any sunshine here today. So anyway, I wanted to bring some, I guess I was supposed to bring some sunshine for the last tea and tarot. So this is my mug today. Where there is great love, there are miracles. And I was guided to choose my love tea because it's one of my favorites to close out the tea and tarot chapter. It's this brand Puka, or I don't know, Pukka. Can you see it? Love. It's really good. Anyway, so bringing the sun and I'm bringing the love. And then tomorrow I should be doing my final goodbye video. I don't know if it's goodbye forever or if it's just goodbye for like the month of February and then I'll come back. Not really sure. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Things are changing. That's all I know. Okay, so the song I woke up singing this morning is called Have I Told You Lately by Rod Stewart. So if that song means something to somebody in particular, that specifically that song, but I'm supposed to read you these lyrics. I'm sure you guys know that. Everyone probably knows that song, has heard it at some point anyway. Have I told you lately that I love you? You know that one? Okay. I told Spirit not to make me sing. So I'm going to read 2 of the verses for you because apparently it's important. I'm not going to sing it though because copyright, I don't get in trouble. I don't think they can recognize it off of my singing anyway, but, you know, just in case. So I'm just going to read it, which is going to be maybe a little weird. But for the morning sun and all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my heart with laughter. Somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. I don't know why this is making me emotional, but it is. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, to the one. So I was supposed to read that to you. Maybe you guys want to go look that song up and listen to it. It's a good song. I like it. So anyway, yeah, I woke up with that song in my head, and I knew it was a message I was supposed to share on the video today. Yeah. And I know that I've told you guys lately that I love you, right? I told you yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, which most of you did, good job. That was a good one to watch. Well, for some people it was maybe not the greatest, but Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. I hope you guys are doing well. This is like so bittersweet to be doing this for like the last time. That's probably why I'm emotional. And tomorrow's video will definitely be emotional. I know I'll cry. I know I will cry. Because I cry when I just start thinking about it and stop thinking about it. This is blue kyanite, in case anyone's wondering. I think it's blue topaz too. Up on top, there's a little thing. Anyway, so I already cleared and pre-shuffled the deck, so we will just shuffle and get the cards and see what other messages we get for today. So I think that was all I had to tell you was about that song, my tea and my mug and all the sun stuff. Gosh, I think we've seen this card enough, but I know what that means. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Judgment, number 20. I was talking to my friend, and I was talking about these tea and tarots, and I was like, man, some of these cards came out like many times, or multiple times anyway, and then like there's cards we didn't see at all the whole time I did these. Oh, and there's Temperance. All right, so this is the Light Seers Tarot. In case anybody's interested in getting it for yourself, this is what the box looks like. But this is the book for it, but that's what the box looks like too. So the Five of Pentacles again. But we got the Six of Wands. She's saying, ta-da! Ta-da! We did it! We did it. We did it together. She did it with everybody else. Like, the energies combining. Mission accomplished, I'm hearing. I don't really hear it. They just put it in my head. And then we have number 14, Major Arcana, Temperance. Temperance. All right. So, it's so busy looking with this. I don't know why Spirit told me to wear this shirt. I can see now. My older son, I wore this shirt one time. I started an after-school club at the middle school a couple years ago, right before COVID hit. I started an after-school club on Wednesdays. That was called Fun with Friends. And anyway, I showed up one day wearing this shirt layered with a shirt like this, and my older son was so embarrassed, and he told me that this shirt was so crazy and that he was really embarrassed that I was wearing it. And I was like, oh, like it never occurred to me that it was really weird. I mean, I'm weird, so I like kind of weird quirky things, but like I don't know, I didn't think it was that weird. But now I'm looking at it on camera, I'm like, whoa, yeah, I can see what he was talking about. I really haven't worn it much since he said that to me. But I was guided to wear it today. I don't know why, with all the numbers. I thought I had numbers and letters, but it's just numbers. It's just numbers and like dollar signs, but there's like a heart here and a star. So there's like some symbols. See, here's a heart right here, right on my elbow. I don't know. Anyway, so I apologize for being a little busy today. Like the patterns are a little busy, but it's a good thing I took that headband out. I had kind of a colorful headband in too. I think that would have been overkill. So, all right, let's get into it. Thank you guys yesterday for your comments, by the way. I appreciate it. Love reading your comments. Okay, so this Five of Pentacles, it's really bringing up dark night of the soul and like emotional purging and kind of like reminiscent of what I went through last week personally. But I've been told that many people are going to be going through this energy in the month of February. And I probably will maybe at some points as well, which is why I've been guided to not do videos in February and to try to write my book about Jesus and let Jesus carry me through the month. So I guess that's a message too for you, that if you are going through a dark night of the soul, if you're doing emotional purging, if like old traumas and wounding and baggage are coming to the surface, and you think, why do I have to keep dealing with the same thing over and over again? There's like everything you have in your heart, I call it like the gunk in your heart. It has layers to it. So like you look at it, an issue or whatever, and you like feel the emotions and purge it out and clear it. But then you have to like come back around and revisit it and clear a little bit more. Each time you clear a little bit more and a little bit more of the layers until eventually you get it all cleared out of you, all cleared out of your heart. And that's the goal that I'm supposed to tell you. The goal is to purify your heart. And if you're having a hard time, you can always turn to spirit to help you in whatever form spirit is for you. If you want to just think of it as God, source, the divine, that's great. If you connect with Jesus like I do, that's great. Mother Mary, or there's any other number of ascended masters. I got distracted by seeing 11:11, and then I was like, I don't want to say it. And then I'm like, the Spirit's like, but you should say it. And I'm like, but I don't want to say it. And the Spirit's like, but it's your last one. You got to say it. And I'm like, so I just sat there and debated for 20 seconds on whether I should say anything. Okay, I just saw 11:11 anyway, when it was 11:11. La 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 la. Is Mercury out of retrograde yet, you guys? No, still in retrograde? Okay, awesome. It's almost done. I think it's done on February 3rd. Just in time for me to be done making videos and speaking. Anyway, back to this seriousness. But if you're going through a hard time, if you have other people you can turn to, that's great. But really, ultimately, like the best thing you can do is turn to spirit and lean on spirit for support, emotional support, energetic support. Ask for help. Just ask. Keep asking. You have to ask, you have to ask them to help you. Like they're in standby waiting for you to ask. And you just have to ask. And I had people say, well, I talk to Jesus and whatever, but I don't hear anything back, or I don't see him or hear him the way that you do. I don't connect with him the way that you do. And Jesus, he always tells me, just tell people that I'm there and I can hear them. But the only way that you can hear him is if you get your heart cleared out enough. Because if you have too much gunk in your heart, it blocks your ability to hear spirit in any form and connect and to hear your intuition and stuff. And so that's why it's so important to just work on your own heart and your emotional stuff and clearing it out and purifying it, because I'm being reminded of that Bible phrase. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. That's what that's talking about. Well, I don't know if that's really what that was supposed to be talking about, but that's how I'm interpreting it and what Jesus is saying it means is you have to clear out your heart and have a pure heart to be able to see and receive messages from spirit. So, but don't worry, even if you're not there yet to be able to hear him or hear any spirit beings or whatever, your angels or guides or whatever, your higher self, even if you can't hear them, they can hear you. So keep talking. Just keep talking. Because it's half of it is your intention of like having the intention to do it. So like when I first heard light language, I knew I wanted to do that. I knew I wanted to speak light language to be able to do that. But it took me 2 years before it was divine timing, before I was ready to have that ability activated in me. I had to like clear out enough of the gunk to be able to be a clear channel for the Holy Spirit to come through in that way. And that's kind of a similar thing of like, you don't beat yourself up if you're not there yet, but you'll get there. You just having the intention and then showing up and doing the work and showing up for yourself and loving yourself through anything that comes up so you can clear it. That's how you do it. So keep talking to whoever you're talking to, your higher self. Even if you don't know who you're talking to, just talk to God, whatever. They can hear you. And they are hearing you, and they are with you, and they will energetically support you, even if you can't see them with your third eye, or receive messages or have visions or whatever that you might want to be doing. That you will get there. If you want to do it, you will do it someday, as long as you put in the work. This key today is just reminding me of, I was guided to Spirit had me buy a special flash drive to put my Jesus book on, and it looks like a key, but it has a heart. Like this part is like a heart shaped. So it's like the key to my heart or something. I don't know. Anyway, so it's reminding me of that. So yeah, my Jesus book is going on a special flash drive shaped like a key. So I guess I was supposed to tell you guys that. Again, I already got the message from this, but that I was hearing, ta-da, we did it, mission accomplished, together. We did this work together. Those of you who have been watching my videos here, especially this month for the Tea and Tarots, it was some kind of, well, I know yesterday I mentioned that it was a way for Jesus. It was like a test, kind of. But it was much more than that. It was energetic activations for you guys and for me, too. It's a two-way. It's not just I'm giving and not getting anything back. It's the energy. It always has an ebb and a flow. And the energetic connections that I have with all of you are giving and receiving. If you didn't watch most of them, you can go back and watch them. But, I did say, I think it's some of the beginning ones about how if you're watching these, you're going to be energetically activated and things like that. So it means that our higher selves had a soul contract to do this work together. So we did this work together. And I don't even know all of you who have done this work with me, maybe. But maybe you were doing it, you didn't comment, and maybe you didn't watch all of them, or you didn't let me know you were watching or whatever, but that's fine. It's not about me. None of this is about me. It's about the work and the bigger picture of what's going on in the world and what's happening. And that's another thing that, like I said, I already said this. The month of February, I think, is going to be rough for a lot of people, myself included. So, if things get rough, just try to tap into the divine in your heart, like I always say. I sound like a broken record at this point, but I have to just keep telling you guys what I'm supposed to tell you. Tap into the divine inside your heart. Your answers, everything you need is inside your heart. That's what I'm supposed to tell you guys too. Thank you, Spirit. I was supposed to tell you this message. Stop looking outside of yourself for the answers, because nobody else has the answers for you. You have all the answers for yourself inside here. And this is how you connect with Jesus or God or anybody or anything that exists. You would connect from your heart, because your heart is a portal, an actual portal, literally a portal. It is a portal that connects you to everything. So yeah, if you have a tough time, try not to actually go outside of yourself looking for comfort and support. Try to go inside your own heart and have Spirit support you from the inside. I know that's kind of like looking for it outside yourself with Spirit, but really you connect through the inside. It's kind of complicated, I guess, and quantum, but that's how you do it. You go inside. And I had to learn that lesson really the hard way, because the universe just literally took everybody that I had in my life away from me, pretty much, except my boys. But I don't lean on them for emotional support. So anyone that I did have for emotional support was taken. They were ripped away from me, and I was left with nobody really. And so I was forced to go inside, and I was forced to connect to Spirit. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was the biggest blessing, right? Because then I learned how to do it, and I had the ability to do that. So, yeah, if you feel, if you need support from somebody and you know that they can give you support, that they're in an emotional space to be able to support you, that's okay. But try to just go into your heart and just feel your heart. I don't know how else to explain it to you. You can just put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, breathe into your heart, feel your heart, talk to Spirit while you're feeling your heart. Because the thing is, I'm being told a lot of people, most people are going to be going through some tough emotional stuff coming up in the next little while, like the month of February or whatever. So other people that you normally turn to may not be in the space to be able to help you and support you through it anyway. It's going to maybe force everybody to kind of go within. But that's the goal. is to try to get people to go within, because that's the key. You know, I didn't really have any real psychic experiences or visions or downloads and all this magical stuff that is just everyday stuff to me now, and sometimes I take it for granted, and I have to remember not to take it for granted, because there was a time a couple years ago where I didn't have these abilities to do this. I didn't have any psychic experiences really at all. I had good intuition always, but you know, there were blocks there and stuff. So, and it wasn't until I was forced to go into my heart space, when everybody was taken away from me and I was left alone, and that's all I had was spirit, and all I had was to go into my heart. And that's when the magic started happening. So if you find yourself alone, it's actually a blessing, even though it does not feel like it, and it does not feel good. And it was very tough for me to be alone with nobody, no humans to support me during that difficult time. That was in 2019. But but it was really the best thing that ever happened to me. And had I not been forced to be alone, I wouldn't have probably fully tapped into that connection to source in my heart. So there you go. And then we have Temperance. And Temperance is all about balancing the energies. You can see the light and the dark, the sun and the moon. Is that the moon? Yeah. Sun and the moon. The light and the dark can be the masculine and the feminine. It's all about like keeping that energy balanced. So I know yesterday I touched on that a little bit, I think it was yesterday, where I was talking about like, oh, my masculine sometimes gets a little too aggressive and gets too much masculine energy comes out of me, and then I have to temper it with the feminine. I have to pull back. And it's like an ebb and a flow. It's like I was told it's a dance. The masculine and feminine energies within us, they do a dance. You know, like a ballroom dancing. You know, you have a man and a woman and they dance together, and they just kind of go back and forth and play off of each other's movements and whatever, or I don't know. It's like that inside of your heart, inside of yourself. And the key is to find that dance, to be in the flow of that dance, and to let the energies ebb and flow together, so that you can keep coming back to that 0 point in the middle. The 0 point is here. And that's like being the neutral observer or whatever, but you don't have to always be there. You go out and use your masculine energy, and then you come back and then you activate your feminine energy, and you just keep coming back to the center though. It's like go out, come back to the center. Go out, come back to the center. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else. I don't even know if that really makes sense to me, but that's what I got. So, yeah, finding the balance, coming back here, coming back home. This is your home. And if you ever feel like you don't fit in this world, or you don't belong here, or that home is somewhere else and it's not here, and you feel homesick for some place you maybe don't even know what it is, it's here. You can find that connection to home here, and that sense of belonging, because you always belong with God. You always fit in with God because you are a part of God. We are all a part of God. See? He's got wings. We all have wings. We just don't know it. Just heard time for me to fly. We got the butterflies, a lot of wings, flying, energy. So I don't know if I think that might be it. Yeah, I'm just with this card, just getting victory. It's got the laurel wreath for victory. And I'm here. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it, you guys. Whatever it was that we're doing. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This life, though, is certainly interesting, huh? Being a human is interesting. It's probably the most interesting thing my soul has ever done, is be human. What a ride, what a journey. Anyway. Oh, I'll do a Bible verse for you. Isaiah 58:9. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. So that's fitting. I do not look at these ahead of time. I just take the first one that's in the thing. But goes back to the message that I was saying about how keep talking to Jesus, or keep talking to God, or keep talking to your higher self or spirit guides, or however you want to think of it, and whoever you want to connect with. It's really so quantum and multidimensional that all of these things are real. And it really doesn't matter what you choose. It's just choose what resonates with you. But anyway, how it's saying, like, ask and you shall receive, seek and you will find. Call and the Lord shall answer. But it just might take time, because it has to be divine timing, and you have to be ready, and you have to have your heart cleared out enough to be able to hear the messages back. The other side is Proverbs 11:30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. Well, a lot of these I've never heard. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. I was getting that word righteous like yesterday after the video that I did yesterday. About like Jesus testing people and stuff, and like my friend, sometimes I'll be talking to her and she's be like, stop judging people, like stop judging, like you're not judging. And I'm like, listen, I'm sorry, but Jesus is judging. Like he is here to judge what is that? Is there a Bible verse or says like or a prayer or something? He's come to judge the living and the dead or whatever. Like, there is a righteous path and a not righteous path. Okay? And Jesus will judge what path you're on, and if you're on the right path. And it doesn't mean he still is unconditionally loving. He still unconditionally loves everybody, even the people who are choosing the not righteous path. I guess I'll just call it that. He even loves all, he's sad when people, I felt this, which I'm going to go into in tomorrow's video, but like I feel what Jesus is feeling now, sometimes. And he's very sad when he sees people not doing the right thing and not choosing the righteous path. He's sad about it. He's not like angry, and he's not like pointing his finger, and he's not, condemning you, but he's genuinely like disappointed and sad. It's like when parents, when they're like, I'm not mad, but I'm just disappointed, and you're like, oh, like that's the worst, right? That's kind of how it is with like Jesus and God, I guess. Like they want us to make the right choice, and they want us to choose the God path in the way of God and the righteous path. And they're sad when we don't, but we have free will, and it's up to us to choose. And that's the whole point of this life, is what are you going to choose? Which path are you choosing? But God still loves us even when we mess up and we don't choose the righteous path. We are still fully and unconditionally loved. But that's on us. Our choices are on us. We reap what we sow, always. Energetically. I thought I was just about to spill that down the front of my shirt. I have done that before. Not on camera, luckily. That's why all of a sudden I felt like a close call there with that. So maybe something should be a close call for someone. Ooh, close call. So, anyway, you guys are all awesome and amazing, and Jesus loves you, and so do I. To quote my friend Gypsy JJ. Obviously, she didn't make that up. We've all heard that before, but I was supposed to say that. Jesus loves you, and so do I. And the whole universe is rooting for us and applauding us and the good work that we've been doing, and whenever we choose the righteous path, they cheer us on and they clap for us, and like this is spirit clapping for us and watching us and like, yay, good job, humans. You did it. So yay, we did it, whatever that means. It's exciting. These are exciting times. Anyway, so I think, oh, my bracelet has turtles on it. I'm supposed to tell you. So yeah, this is the final tea and tarot. Tomorrow I'm going to do my goodbye video, going into depth about different things, downloads and revelations that I've gotten recently. It's going to be very emotional and difficult, so if you can't handle that, don't watch that one, I guess. I will say it at the beginning of tomorrow's video too, but Jesus wanted me to tell you that tomorrow's video is a chance for you. You know, I said yesterday in the video that my live last week when I started crying, that was like a test. Jesus was testing you guys. He was watching you. He was watching you watch me, and he was watching your response, and that it was kind of like a test or whatever. So he wanted me to tell you, like, tomorrow's video is a chance, like, to do the test over. So, because I'm going to cry, for sure. Hopefully not, like, quite as bad as I did on that other video, but I don't know. I never know. I don't know. I don't have control of it. So, yeah, anyway, tomorrow's video will be a big one. It's like the grand finale. Tomorrow's video is the grand finale of the videos. So, yeah, thanks for being here with me for these tea and tarot videos. I've loved doing them, even the ones where my energy wasn't the real great. But Spirit said I needed to show up as many days as I could. Show up. I was supposed to show up and do it, even if my energy was a little lower that day or whatever. So I did the best I could, and I think it was good enough. So, yeah. It's like I don't want to end it. I want to just keep sitting here talking to you guys, because I'm like, once I hit the button, it's done. All right. Moving on. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here with me. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to say. Yeah. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.